Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and collectors from around the world. If you're passionate about numismatics, coin hunting, or just love discovering the hidden gems in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a very special coin that you might just have in your possession without even knowing its true worth, the 2020 Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the 2020 Lincoln cent. This isn't just a penny. This tiny copper-plated treasure carries over a century of history, symbolism, and for some lucky collectors, a surprising amount of value. So, stay tuned as we explore the coin's origins, rare varieties, how much it's worth today, and why this little 1 cent piece is far more than just small change. Let's rewind time. The 1 cent coin as we know it today has a long and storied history dating all the way back to 1793, when the very first large cents were struck by the United States Mint. But the version we are focused on, the one bearing the image of President Abraham Lincoln, made its debut in 1909. That year marked the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it was the first time a real person, not a symbolic figure, appeared on a regular U.S. coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln cent featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat ears on the reverse. Over the years, the design has evolved. In 1959, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial. Then, in 2009, to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial, 4 special reverse designs were released. Finally, in 2010, the Union Shield design was introduced, and that's the one still used on the reverse of the coin today, including the 2020 version. So, although it's commonly called the Lincoln cent, the theme of liberty remains central to its design. From the word liberty stamped on every obverse to the Union Shield that symbolizes national unity, this humble coin continues to carry powerful messages of freedom, unity, and leadership. Let's take a closer look at the 2020 Liberty 1 cent coin. The obverse, or front, features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head is the word "In God We Trust." On the left side is the word liberty, and on the right, the date, 2020. Some coins may also have a mint mark, such as a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. No mint mark typically means it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, flip the coin over to the reverse. You'll see the Union Shield, a design that represents Lincoln's efforts to preserve the Union during the Civil War. The shield has 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, bound together under a single horizontal bar, symbolizing federal unity. Across the top is the motto E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. At the center is a banner with the denomination 1 cent. And finally, curving across the top are the words United States of America. The coin is composed primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing in at just 2.5 grams. Although it looks small and insignificant, this coin has layers of meaning, and in some cases, serious value. Here's where things get really interesting. In 2020, the US Mint produced a staggering number of Lincoln cents. The total mintage exceeded 7.6 billion coins, with over 3.5 billion struck in Philadelphia and over 4 billion in Denver. Despite those massive numbers, not all 2020 Liberty 1 cent coins are created equal. Some coins struck that year have significant errors, and others were produced in limited quantities as part of special proof or uncirculated coin sets from the US Mint. It's these variations that can make a simple penny suddenly worth a small fortune. So what should you be looking for? Let's talk about error coins and rare varieties. These are the key to unlocking big value in modern cents, like the 2020 Liberty 1 cent double die errors. Some 2020 cents display noticeable doubling in the letters, especially in Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. These are called double die obverses, and they can sell for $25 to over $150, depending on clarity and condition. Off-center strikes. If the coin wasn't aligned properly during striking, it may have an off-center design. Depending on how extreme it is and how much of the design is visible, these coins can range in value from $50 to over $300. Die cracks and cuts. Sometimes the dies used to strike coins develop cracks or pieces break off, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coins. These quirky errors are sought after by collectors and can bring in $5 to $100 or more. Proof and satin finish coins. These are not meant for circulation. They are specially struck for collectors, with high-quality finishes and sharper detail. Proof versions from 2020, especially in perfect grades like PR70, can sell for $15 to $50, depending on demand. So what's a 2020 Liberty 1 cent coin worth right now? A regular circulated coin is still worth 1 cent, unless it's part of a bulk copper buy or coin roll hunt, but uncirculated coins in pristine condition, especially if graded MS66 or higher, can be worth $5 to $15. Error coins, depending on the type and severity, can fetch anywhere from $25 to several $100s, some extremely rare varieties have even been listed on auction platforms like eBay or heritage auctions for over $1,000 when in exceptional condition or with highly unusual errors. The key here is condition, rarity, and demand. If you want to find out if your 2020 penny is valuable, here's what you should do. Inspect it under good lighting with a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Look closely at the date, lettering, and edges for doubling, cracks, or misalignments. Weigh it. Standard weight should be around 2.5 grams. Compare it with known varieties and listings online. If you think it's special, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. So, the next time you find a penny in your change, don't just toss it in a jar. That 2020 Liberty 1 cent coin might just be worth a lot more than 1 cent. You could be holding a tiny piece of American history, or maybe even your next lucky find. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more amazing coin stories and treasure hunts. And let us know in the comments, have you found any rare 2020 pennies? Share your discoveries below. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting, and may your next coin roll bring you riches. Hello and welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and collectors. If you're passionate about rare coins, numismatics, and finding hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious coins in American coin collecting history, the 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin. Stick around, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at your spare change forever. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin is one of those pieces that has stirred up conversations, questions, and curiosity among collectors for years. At first glance, it looks like your average penny, same size, same copper appearance. But for those in the know, there's something quite special about this particular coin. Some versions of this coin have slight variations, minting errors, or unique designs that make them stand out. And when it comes to the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, even the tiniest difference can mean a huge jump in value. But before we get into what makes the 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The 1 cent coin, often referred to as the penny, has a long and rich history in the United States. Originally introduced in 1793, the design and composition of the cent have gone through many changes. By 1996, the Lincoln cent, featuring the bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, had been in circulation for over 85 years. The 1996 penny was minted during a time when the US Mint was transitioning and improving its technology, leading to some subtle changes in coin production. While millions of these pennies were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, certain coins stand out due to minting errors, design anomalies, and extremely high grades of preservation. That's where the story of the valuable 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin begins. So, what makes a 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin worth far more than just 1 cent? Let's talk about mint errors and rare variants. Some of the most desirable 1996 pennies are those that contain mint errors, things like double die obverse, where the design is imprinted twice by accident, or off-center strikes, where the design is not centered properly on the coin. These errors can happen rarely during the minting process and often go unnoticed until someone carefully examines their change. Other rare features that collectors search for include wide AM reverse. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in America on the back of the coin. A wide gap can signal a rare variation that's worth a closer look. Close AM reverse on a 1996 coin. This is unusual and very rare, and when found, it can bring in hundreds of dollars depending on condition. High-grade examples: a 1996 penny graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, meaning it's in mint state with virtually no flaws, can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on market demand and rarity. Let's talk money. The 1996 Liberty 1 cent coin in average circulated condition is still just worth 1 cent. However, if you find one with the right error, variation, or condition, it can be worth a small fortune. Here's a breakdown. Circulated coins, usually worth face value, unless they have visible errors. Uncirculated coins, worth around 50 cents to $2, depending on the grade. High-grade coins, MS67 and above, can sell for $100 to $500 or more. Rare error coins. Some have sold at auction for over $5,000 depending on the rarity and demand. In fact, collectors have been known to pay top dollar for pristine examples or coins with extremely rare minting mistakes. One well-known auction saw a 1996 penny with a significant double die obverse sell for over $3,000. That's right, a penny turning into a payday, and don't forget, these coins are still in circulation. That means there's a chance, no matter how small, that one of these high-value coins could be sitting in your change jar, your wallet, or even lying on the sidewalk. So how can you tell if your 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of the rare, valuable ones? Here are a few tips. Use a magnifying glass. Check for doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Inspect the reverse. Look closely at the spacing in United States of America and 1 cent. Check the mint mark. Look for D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, and examine for any abnormalities. Look for off-center strikes. Any coin that looks off balance might be worth extra. Get your coin graded. If you think you've got a rare find, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. The 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin is a perfect example of why coin collecting is so fascinating. Something as small and ordinary as a penny can hold incredible value, history, and mystery, especially when it's tied to rare minting errors or specific variants that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. So the next time you receive a handful of change, don't just toss those pennies aside. Take a moment, examine them closely. Who knows? You could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin content. Got a 1996 penny you want me to look at? Drop a comment below or send us a message. You never know, your coin might be the next big find. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a story. Would you like me to format this for